Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. Alright, so now we are going to move on to making, or cooking I should say, our pasta. Okay? So right here you guys got some acini, A-C-I-N-I, okay, acini. It's these little tiny pearl kind of shaped pastas, okay, and this is for your soup. What you need to do is take about a half a gallon of water, about 2 quarts, and you need to salt it after it comes to a boil. So there's 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons to my boiling water, okay? And then what I want to do is then taste it, the water that is, just to make sure that you can taste the salt, which I can. Okay, now we're going to add our pasta to our pot, and I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit, and I'm going to cook that. It's not going to take long, okay, for this to cook. Probably 4 to 5 minutes, okay? So again, I'm not going to subject you to 5 minutes of cooking pasta. What I am going to suggest, though, is after it comes to a boil, which it is right now, just make sure that you give it the occasional stir, okay, to make sure that it's not sticking. And then after about 4 to 5 minutes, take a spoon, a clean one, and just pull one out, okay, and taste it. It should, be soft, not hard or crunchy, but yet there should still be a little bit of resistance to it, what we call al dente. So that is how you will cook your pasta for your soup. And then I've got a strainer here, okay, that I'm going to use to then just strain it, rinse it under cold water to stop the cooking process, and then lightly coat it with a little bit of olive oil when it's done, and then store it back in its container, okay, washed, for the pasta, for the soup. This pot right here I have for our lasagna noodles, okay? So this particular pot is for the lasagna noodles. I am currently waiting for it to just come to a boil, but then I'll cook those as well too. Yeah, they're not even half done at this point. So they still have a little ways to go. This, for the lasagna, also want to come to a boil, and I'm going to add some salt. Now, if you have a higher stock pot, that will certainly work a little better. Trying to get these long sheets in there, okay? I'm doing this again in the smaller one for the benefit of you guys being able to see. But if I was doing this by myself, not for the intent of demo, I'd use a stock pot. A little taller one. Also too, if your pasta sheets, okay, are broken, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. That's an easy fix. It's a lasagna. Nobody's going to notice once it's all layered in your pan. So right now we're waiting for this to come to a boil, and we are going to cook this for an additional maybe 3 minutes. I'm not going to subject you again to waiting and watching a pot come to a boil, or for pasta to cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Just understand that once it goes in, okay, it's not a raging boil. It's a heavy boil, but not so much that it boils over the top, okay? Certainly want to be very mindful of that. And then just again, stir occasionally, okay? Remember, these are going to go into your soup. Okay. I just tasted them again. The centers are still a little on the firm side, so they've got about another 2.5, maybe 3 more minutes before it's done. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the camera here in just a moment, so we don't waste a lot of, memory on the card. And secondly, it's just, we're cooking pasta. Lasagna, I will turn the camera back on to show you once the lasagna is getting ready to go into the water. This is about another 2 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and shut off for now, and I'll show you the drained, finished pasta for the soup once I turn the camera back on for the lasagna noodles.